And welcome back, picking up where we left off last time in Subnautica. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can probably look at the sunbeam time at the end of the last episode, the beginning of the first this episode, to see exactly how long I took that tea break. And those watching on Twitch, you were there, so you saw it yourself. So I know where to get the lithium. It's shale deposits at fairly deep locations, so we're going to go get some shale. Because I need to source a little bit of lithium. And then we'll work back from that. So lithium and diamond are the really deep stuff. I don't think we need any gold. Might need a little bit of silver. I don't think we need any gold. Then it's a bunch of titanium and a bunch of copper we need to get. To get these three, well, say three. One of them we're going to build like, and it's the one you can't see, we're going to build like 3 times. But yeah. And then it's back to trying to find that nuclear reactor fragments. Yeah, I think we need a decent amount of lithium. Lithium's going to be the big thing we're getting.
Emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Okay, that was power.
All primary systems online.
Where? Iron cubes. We'll need iron cubes at some point, but that's not what we're down here for. I think technically what we want is shale chunks. It's showing lithium. It's probably actually showing the big deposit of lithium because it should be down here too, but we don't have the prawn suit to mine those right now. So we're going to mine some shale chunks instead.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Picking up orbital transponder signature of trading vessel Sunbeam. Vessel is approaching planet's surface and initiating surface scanning procedures. Detecting massive power surge from anomalous contact. Energy discharge detected. Vessel signature lost.
Oh, so I suppose if I wanted to see that, and it might have been worth seeing that, we should have gone over there. Wasn't 100% sure if it didn't pop up until went over there to see it or not. That is one of the spoilers that I've seen before, which is what happens there. So, if you wanted to see that, you're not going to see it in this run because I didn't go over to see it. So a rescue vessel had been sent to save us, and well, there's something wrong with this planet, and part of what's wrong with this planet means that this planet will shoot any people arriving, so that people don't. Well, shoot any vessels that can take people out of here until the problem is solved. And well, the problem wasn't solved, so it shot that ship down. I think if you do everything you need to leave the planet before that ship gets here, the ship will make up some sort of excuse and it doesn't come. But we didn't do that quickly enough. So the ship got shot down. And if I was 100% sure that it was going to get shot down, I probably would have gone over and just watched it get shot down. But I didn't. And it's too late now. It's still giving me the landing site. The beacon. Yeah, so if I wanted to direct to that, I had to go and direct to authority, okay. Oh, aerogel. I should grab some gel sacks and rubies while we're down here as well then. And then plasteel. Check the recipe for that. We're going to need a bunch of plasteel ingots. It's 5 there, it's saying. 2 lithium each. Okay, so we need a lot of lithium. That's basically 13 something lithium I'm looking for. So we're not done looking for lithium. Probably got enough diamond at this point, but not enough lithium. Don't get too far away from our ship. At the same time, don't necessarily want to be in and out, in and out, in and out all the time, so... Okay, so we got the aerogel, got about half of the lithium. I think I got more diamonds than I need. Oops, don't necessarily appreciate it when it chucks me at the backside of the ship. Another piece of lithium. Being pretty close to the point where I'm going to have to go build some of this because we're running out of inventory space. Okay, I might have enough. Let's, unless I miscounted, I might have enough. Let's do each of those. Okay, so I've got 8. So I have enough. Ideally, probably want 2 more so we can at least build both of the ships. Right now, we just be able to build the big one. But I'm missing some of the other stuff with the big one as well. Surveys. That's probably better run out of power. Yeah, emergency power only. So the base that we're near, that's lighting up all these shale chunks, is lost power. So I would not be surprised if these. Yeah, there they go. Drop off the search list.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Yeah, we need to clear some inventory space, so I've got space to throw things in the generator. Inventory full. Okay. Throw 2 things in the generator. Gives us some power to play with. Let's go get a little bit more, because we have filled the generator. It's probably not the most efficient thing to run that generator on, but, you know, it's right here, so it's getting thrown in the generator.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Now, the thing I'm thinking about building, save some space, is in our ship over here. Let's make that aerogel, so that's going to be those 4. So we're short copper wire for the computer chip. I happen to have some table coral in the cabinet over there. And the advanced wiring kit is what we've got, plus the gold. Okay. I think it actually is either the limestone chunk or it's a sandstone chunk for copper, and that's what we're looking for to finish up the wiring kit.
aboard, Captain.
Well, we'll figure out real quickly when we break open the first one of these things. Always forget which one's which. The other one. So, not sandstone, limestone. So limestone is the one with the titanium and the copper, which is what we're looking for. To go with the lithium. Could still use more lithium, but to merge some of the items we have together so we have a little bit less to carry back, we need a little bit of copper. We ended up with a lot of titanium. We could work with that because we could work on plastic ingots instead. Also pretty space efficient. Titanium, not what we're looking for. Well, not what we're in a rush to look for. Copper, cool. Titanium, not what we're looking for. We are going to need a couple, as you see there, for the hull reinforcement. We are planning on building like 3 hull reinforcements, one for each of the vehicles, but... Okay, that's the copper. Copper wire. Allows us to make the computer chip. And that required some wire. Mixed with our wiring kit. Upgraded to an advanced wiring kit. That's what we need for the Cyclops. We got you. You're close to the main base. That's a bunch of titanium, with the exception of the lithium. So we probably do want more lithium. Because, again, I worked out that I need about 13 lithium. We got 7. And enameled glass is also starting to get pretty close to base. Take the diamonds with us, but we'll leave the titanium and the lead. And I think we're back to shale. Looking for shale. Well, it does say there's lithium nearby, so I can just tell it to look straight for lithium. We don't need the other stuff we get out of the shale, we just need the lithium right now. That's out of fuel. Let's throw a little bit more fuel in that while we're here. Yeah, that was what I was worried about. So, we now have the information to know there's some large lithium deposits. In fact, we know the large lithium deposits are right next to our base here, apparently. You small one, you are small one. That's the large one. The large ones need the prawn drilling arm, which means we need to build a prawn suit, and we need to bring it to the place where we want to do the drilling. I died to one of those in a... well, when we were repairing the generator. I'm doing right now is maybe not the smartest thing, because I'm driving away from my oxygen source, very high speeds, in a way where I could pretty easily get lost. Okay, so that's the 13 lithium I think I need. Let's get back to our ship before we suffocate. Okay, I know we had some titanium. Did I shove the titanium in the locker? Did, then I'll grab it and take it with us. We need a lot of titanium. Yeah, grab the titanium as well. Oh, I suppose the other thing to maybe grab down here, and we might try to grab some down here while we're here, is quartz. There's a decent amount of quartz down here. Oh, I shoved 2 lithium in here, so we got 2 more lithium than we need, which is fine. And we'll grab some quartz until we're full, because we need it for making glass. Of course, I'm seeing tons and tons and tons and tons of quartz. But when I decide to start picking it up, suddenly I stop seeing it. Yeah, we don't necessarily need a lot of quartz. I think it's 2 each, so it's a total of 8 for all the stuff we want to make. Oh, inventory's full. And the enameled glass is stalker tooth plus glass, so 2 of these quartz each becomes 1 glass. So I think we're 1 short. Yeah, if we can pick up 1 more piece of quartz, we're good. And we know there's 1 piece of quartz out there because we got to it and then realized we were full. There we go. That's that, that's that. I think we got plenty of lead, had plenty of gold. Lubricant comes from where we were. Titanium comes from where we were. We know we have 4 diamond there. We got 2 in the hold. Worst case scenario, I might come back a level for diamond. Not sure if we grabbed all the diamond. I think I got enough diamond, it's just we might not bring it all with us. So we're gonna go, probably in fairly short order, go and build all of these things we got queued up. The only thing that's going to be a delay is maybe finding the titanium, because that is a lot of titanium. Because each one of those ingots is 8 titanium, might be 9 titanium. So we're looking 49-ish pieces of titanium. Now, luckily, titanium is fairly common, so we can probably just tell the scanning room over here to scan for scrap. Go pick up a bunch of scrap in the local area.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Leave the flare. I don't use the flare, really. Leave the flashlight as well. Most of the time I'd use the flashlight, I just pull out this and toggle the light on. Which does basically the same thing. Thinking about it, let's change the battery on there. We're at the place where I got my battery charger, so we can swap batteries. Okay, so we worked out we don't need as much lithium as we have on us. Do a bit of a lithium drop off. I need some space in the container to drop stuff in the container. Oh, I know how I'm going to make space. Fabricator. Make quartz glass, please.
Calorie intake recommended.
I'm being reminded of that my character apparently here needs to eat every once in a while. Make some enamel glass. I need more than one piece of enamel glass, but let's start. Now we put stuff away, pick stuff out. Oh, that's lead. Titanium lead, please. Okay, let's do one of the armored fragments, because that's going to eat 8 parts in our inventory, and we've got to be able to place to put that. So immediately put that away. So you can immediately get installed. Preemptively hardens the chassis before collision, limiting damage under normal conditions, making our sea moth far more durable. There we go. Oops, I didn't actually want to get in.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Okay, let's get the character here some food. Alright, that should be enough to feed the character. At least long enough for us to complete some more of our crafting.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Okay, so we need a bunch of titanium. So you find me... Fragments wouldn't be the end of the world, but metal salvage, yeah. Right now I have space for 2 pieces of metal salvage, which probably is enough that we can at least make one of the ingots, which will save us a bunch of space. Okay, we know where at least 2 pieces of metal salvage are, so let's set off and see Moth retrieve the salvage.
All systems online.
Okay, worked out that was all our inventory. So we moved a little distance. I'm not even going to bother parking this theme off again. We're just going to go in here, do some construction. Oh, it's 10. Okay, so it's a little bit more than I was hoping. And then we have what we need to turn those into plasteel ingots. So we've got our first of 5 plasteel ingots made. Oh, and the plasteel ingots are positively tiny in comparison to a lot of the other stuff we're looking for right now. Okay. In comparison to what we build them out of. Oh. Still that full. Okay. Get back over to the sea moth. Truck some stuff out of the sea moth, or truck some stuff in the sea moth, so we've got more storage capacity, so we can pick all this stuff up. Okay, so at this point I've got everything I need to make the prawn suit. So the question is, do you want to make the prawn suit first, the Cyclops, and then move it around? And it may actually make sense to make the prawn suit first, even though it won't be quite so nice to deploy it without the Cyclops. Pretty sure we make the suit in you. Vehicles, prawn suit.
It is normal when first piloting a prawn suit to feel a sense of limitless power. Prawn operators receive weeks of training to counteract this phenomenon. You will have to make do with self-discipline.
We're gonna have to make do with self-discipline, apparently.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I've got fist 1, fist 2. Okay. Get this thing engaged in the moon pool. Might not be able to. There we go. Managed to get it docked. So we got 2 arms and 4 crates left. We do probably want the drill arm, so we can probably queue that up as something that needs to get prioritized. And we'll probably need to build the depth module for it. And I suppose we can pin the prawn suit itself, because hopefully we don't lose the prawn suit. Okay, I don't think I have the rubies for the nickel ore for the depth suit. I think we got everything we need for the drill arm, though. And a drill arm on it. Oh, my ingredients that I left in the Seamoth. Over the Seamoth we go. Oh, we have a radio message. Check up on. Diamond, diamond, lithium. This is probably pointing us towards another wreck, which we'll probably want to go to.
This is Life Pod 7. Coordinates attached. Pod is structurally sound, but the fabricator's bust. Requesting assistance.
Welcome aboard,
7
Captain.
out.
Signal coordinates corrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to data bank.
Okay. Don't think it's the creep vine we need for the... We can't. No, it's the creep seeds. The vine I can turn into mesh, but we don't need any mesh right now. I've got one ruby here. Well, I don't have a nickel either, so we'd have to go find the nickel. I think I do have the diamond. I have the diamond. So I can either harden it or give it the drill arm. Probably want to give it the drill arm because we know we have things we can drill with it. Going on my short titanium. We got space for titanium. Okay, let's go out and grab titanium quickly. So I've got a bunch of those marked on the map, so it should just be a quick task of sea gliding out to them, picking them up, coming back. All the inventory space, yeah. So install the drill arm, which allows us to mine the large deposits. There we go. Now we don't need you pinned anymore. So, in the long run, we're going to look for some nickel, apparently. We're missing nickel. We haven't found nickel, and I don't know where to mine nickel. So, that's going to be a future problem. Yeah, let's get the ingots going. Got space for 2 more metal salvage. It allows us to make the first ingot, and then we're going to get more scavenge, and more ingot, and so on. Yeah. Should they have any water on me? Yeah. No space for you. Okay, pop in the door. make myself some titanium, and then we'll quickly slam all this titanium together, plus a couple lithium into an ingot. Okay, so it's a good thing we got extra lithium. When we get the stuff we need with the depth one, we'll need lithium for that. Got space for 3 metal salvage on this run out. Which would be 12 plus the 6 we have in our inventory, giving us 18, which is sadly too short from what we need to complete what I'm trying to build. So we'll have to go out one more time. Though that one might be a bit of a short one. And then we'll have to go for stalker teeth. Need 3 stalker teeth. And the inputs for a loop. I might actually think with the next route, it's probably gonna make sense to put the stalker teeth look on. Because the scrap metal is pretty easy to see if you're looking for other stuff at the same time. And yeah, we only need to pick up one thing of stalker teeth. I think I've already got all of the... Oh no, I don't have all the titanium already prepped propped, so technically I don't need to get any more titanium. We've got enough titanium. So we need 3 stalker teeth and 1 of the gel sacks. And we can make ourselves the Cyclops. And then with the prawn suit and the Cyclops made, we'll probably call it for the episode, and we'll go investigate all the ship sites that we know of, make sure we haven't missed anything. So that's the Stalker itself. I'm not sure if we're able to just take swings at it to get it to give me teeth. I think it'd be a bit too easy if that was the case. So there's one probably in a cave underneath us. I was hoping it'd be on the surface to make it easier to find. But yeah, stalkers every once in a while drop stalker teeth, so they're one of the renewable resources, but you only need them for enameled glass, so they're not super important. Or at least I don't find them important. Maybe some of the veterans of the game that try to speedrun or something know that they're important. And I can see them maybe the first couple that you need being very important. If you don't like a scanner room, you're hunting for them the harder way, that are probably much more complicated to find quickly. And I can imagine someone speedrunning the game is not wanting to pay for the scanner room. At least a lot of scanner rooms. Even some of the more difficult biomes, they pay for them. There we go. Back to the base. Oops. Yep, you're not fish and grab. There's a fish and grab. Give our character a snack. Not very good at catching fish. We have a trap we could deploy if I was really desperate for more fish shields, so making it hard on myself than I need to. Oh, a radio message.
Consider disguising the flavor of unsavory meats with salt or locally sourced herbs and spices.
Locally sourced herbs and spices. The game thinks this little habitat is a little bit better spice than it is, I think.
Play partially translated broadcast.
9 new biological subjects designated. Mode. Hunting. Analyzing. Sharing subject locations with other agents.
Interesting.
Cannot build here. Must be constructed in deeper water.
Oh. Well. Okay, how do I move you? Pick you up. There we go. Excuse me while I go find some deeper water. This is probably deep enough. There we go.
The Subnautica is designed to be operated by a 3-person crew. Only experienced helmspeople should attempt to pilot this vehicle solo.
Only experienced helmsman should attempt to pilot this vehicle solo. Well, I'm neither experienced, but I will be, or critically competent necessarily at driving these ships, but we'll be driving it by ourselves because that's just what we're going to have to do. Board the Cyclops.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Plenty of storage. Access upgrades, health, energy, power cells, convenient fire extinguisher. I think it's got 2 moon pools on it. Don't have the vehicles docked, obviously. Okay. And at the moment, this is roughly where we're going to go ahead and stop. So, well, stop for a short break. So if you're watching on YouTube, there will probably be part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, I am going to pause the game shortly while I drink a little bit of tea. And then I'll be right back. So until the next part, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part. Bye for now.